Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mulan. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Today is gonna be a little different. I am doing a story time today. This is not like any of the other story times I've did. This is about an ex. So this is a little bit messy, but I decided to do this story time because it is Christmas time, and this particular event took place around Christmas time, and it was Christmas. So get your wine, get your little drinks, get your snacks, because this is about to be a good one. For real this time, y'all, I am not gonna mention any names. I am not trying to be messy or that messy, but this is for content purposes only. Yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna call the guy in this story, we're gonna call him Jacob. So I met Jacob in, I believe, August or September of 2023. Now, I don't usually like meeting people that I date on social media or like online for specific reasons, because I've had a lot of horror stories over meeting people like on social media. So I rather meet people in person, or like a in-person first time interaction, rather than talking to them on Instagram or Facebook and then meeting them. This particular person, I met him on Instagram, and like I said, we started talking in August of 2023, and we were not in a relationship. He made it clear to me that we were not in a relationship, but it was always we will always like do like relationship things, and you know, give and take, and we would do regular normal couple things, even though he made it clear to me that we were not in a relationship. So that was the first. I was giving him more than I was supposed to, because he already told me we were not official and we were not together. I'm gonna fast forward to Christmas time. So mind you, Jacob told me he was not, even though we weren't in a relationship, Jacob told me he was not communicating with anybody. I already knew he probably was. Like, the chemistry between us seemed like we were in the beginning, and honestly the whole entire situation, we were together almost like every day or every other day or whenever we had free time. And that slowly started to, I'm not gonna say a change, but we started to just not. Obviously, if you're around someone every single day and they're not the person for you, y'all are gonna get tired of each other, and y'all are basically just gonna be arguing all the time and stuff. So that's basically what was happening with us. We would just start bickering about little stuff, like regular human stuff, like regular stuff that happens when people are tired of each other. So it hits December, and he starts like being really weird, like just telling me he needs space, but I know we still gonna celebrate like Christmas together and stuff. So he's asking me like, oh, what do you want? What would you like? But like I told y'all, we were already low-key at our wits' end with the whole situation and us being whatever we were. But he's still like, what do you want? Do you have any ideas of what you want? And I'm honestly the type to, I don't like gifts. I like giving gifts. I don't like receiving gifts. I don't know whether it's like a disappointment thing for me, or it's just, I don't know, like I don't I have past trauma of like just receiving gifts. So I personally rather give a gift than receive one. So I told him like I don't really care, like I guess maybe a pair of sneakers, like it doesn't really matter. Anything you get me, I'm gonna be like grateful for, rightfully so. Like I'm great, whoever gives me anything, I'm very humble and I'm very grateful for anything I receive. Basically, and I don't want to be, I'm not judging and I'm not being messy when I say this, but basically Jacob was always fly. Like Jacob had the latest gear, and I just thought Jacob had money. Like money was not a problem. It didn't matter how he spent his money, even though we were not together. So I noticed that Jacob would be like, for some of his clothes, like I would see him, I guess trading off his clothes, or, like maybe selling his clothes, and we would go to a location to do so, which I didn't judge. People wear and sell their clothes all the time, or like buy certain stuff, but I didn't think nothing of it. So Christmas comes around. Apparently one of my gifts came and the other one didn't come. I'm like, okay, like, mind you, for his gift, I made sure I did what I had to do to make sure he got his gift on Christmas. And that's not that important, but it does show how much more I cared about, like, the day, and, just, I don't know. I guess that was my fault. Like, overall, I probably expected too much from him. Yeah, for his gift, I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Like, I was not playing no games. I needed to make sure that gift got to him, like, the day of. So I give him his gift. I'm not gonna disclose how much I spent, but I did spend I'm not gonna disclose the exact number, but I did spend a good amount of money on him, and he got his gift the day of. He was very happy and grateful for his gift. But when it came to mine, he gave me mine, and I think I think he gave me one of my gifts on Christmas. And basically, I'm looking at the box, and it looks very familiar. The size of the box looks familiar, so I obviously know that it's a pair of shoes. And I opened the box. Mind you, like I said, we have went to trade off different things of his, or buy different things, or sell different stuff. And it's a specific location we go to, but for this specific location, we have went in. He showed me the items, showed me the boxes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking everything is like good or whatever. But I opened this box. It's a pair of Balenciagas. And me personally, I feel like Balenciagas look really, really big on my feet, but I was very grateful for them. I tried them on. They were not my size. They were too big. Mind you, this person asked me my size and stuff and everything, but they were too big. And he basically was like, okay, I'm going to return them. I'm going to figure out how I could get a new size. And when he said, I'm going to figure it out, I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, figure it out. Figure what out? Just go to the store and return it. The next gift was a Montclair hat. A pink Montclair hat with a pink fur ball. And it's so funny to me. So I'm looking at the hat, like, I didn't think nothing of it. It came in a dust bag, and it was like, it looked like a normal Montclair beanie. So I tried it on. It looks funny on my head. I'm like, okay, like this is really, really cute. I'm looking at the tags and stuff, and that was that. But basically, still for the shoes, he had to get me another size, get me a smaller size. I think he got me a 37 in the Balenciagas, and I wear a 36 because my feet are really small. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you another size. But he was like, do you like the hat? And I'm like, yeah, I like the hat. But it was just like, it just was no effort. Like, I'm just like, all right, thank you. Like, I don't want to seem ungrateful because I was very grateful. Like, I wish the Balenciagas were my size because the Balenciagas were white, pink, light pink, and like beige, and the Montclair hat was light pink. So it just went perfectly together. So I'm like, I'm hoping he gets the sneakers back so maybe I could wear it together. But yeah, that was that. But even the trade-off for the gifts was like, it just did not seem genuine. Like, it just, we were not, it just was not going together anymore. And I don't know why we stuck around each other. This is where it gets interesting. One day before, because we would go to his job together. Basically, I would drop him off to work or whatever some days, just to like, we would just like hang out, do stuff together before he had to go to work. So this particular day, keep in mind, remember the place I told y'all that he went to buy and sell and do whatever. It just the building looks very sketchy. The building always looks sketchy. Even if he took me to 2 locations that he did his business with, and the location looks sketchy. But one day we end up there or whatever, and he has the sneakers. He has the sneakers that he bought me for Christmas with him. So I'm like, he like, yeah, babe, let's go get up. But I'm not knowing where we're going. So when I see where we pull up to, and I see that this is the location that he goes to buy, please, I'm saying this in my most humblest way, buy secondhand or maybe brand new stuff, but it's not. A lot of the stuff is secondhand or brand new, or I don't know. So we're at the place, and I'm just thinking like, and I don't judge, but all of his stuff was brand new, out the store, paid for, cash, like. So I'm thinking he's gonna have the same exact energy for me. And excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather or whatever. That's why I'm drinking my tea. But I thought he was gonna have the same exact energy for me. So us pulling up to it just, I kind of was like,
Grandma not mad. Grandma just hurt. I'm hurt. I am hurt.
like, I was like, wow, like, it's nothing wrong with that. But the fact that I went all out, and I'm not the richest person in the world, but the fact that I went all out, made sure everything was brand new from the store. Because when you're buying secondhand stuff, or you're buying stuff that's not from the store, you don't know whether it's authenticated. You don't know if it's real. It's a lot of stuff that scans and is, not authentic, and you're still spending your money on it. So I'm just like, it's nothing wrong with that. But to even show me that you're at the place where we went together, that y'all get what I'm saying. You took me somewhere that I know you do business at, buying secondhand stuff. Like, it was just no effort. So he comes back out. He takes the sneakers in the location. He comes back out. And this is where it's like, I'm just like, really, bro? He comes back out, y'all. And guess what happened? The sneakers is not the exact sneakers to match the hat anymore. So I guess the person that he bought the original sneakers off of didn't have my size and the original color he originally got. So I'm looking at the shoes like, mind you, y'all, he came back out. The box is beat up. The box is beat up. Like, it's beat down to the ground. The shoes look a little bit worn at the bottom. So I'm just like, I don't know why I didn't say anything. Like, I just didn't have anything to say. Like, I'm just like, mind you, I'm texting my sister, and y'all know my sister is my best friend. Like, I'm texting her like, bro, we're at the place that he buys and trades off and buys secondhand stuff from. And she was like, wow, like, because the fact that she knew the stress that I went through to even make sure like I got him a gift and how I got it or whatever. So we're in the car and he's on, we're about to drop him off to work, and he's like, my sister starts calling me, but I don't know why she started calling me, but she starts calling me, and I think she started calling me because I said I was about to cry. So I don't know why she started calling me. She knew I was with him. But he was like, why don't you want to answer your sister? And I'm like, I already knew why I didn't want to answer, because I already knew she was going to talk about the situation. So I was just like, let me avoid it. But he was like, why are you not answering her? I'm like, nothing. So we get in front of his job, and I break down crying, and I don't know why I had so much emotion. And I'm just like, because I already knew I put way more effort into this person. Like, I already knew it was over. So I don't even know why I wanted to celebrate this holiday with this person, and that's what I got. Like, I basically got just whatever. So I'm like, Jacob, like, are these, I didn't say, are they real? But I was just like, why would you get something from there and show me that, even replace it and have me drive you? Like, it was just crumb activity. Like, you knew where you got them from, and you still took me to the place where you got them from. Mind you, days prior, I guess he snuck off and was like, oh, I'm getting you a Christmas gift. I'm busy right now, blah, blah, blah. And that's what you went and you go get, and from the place, and then you take me back to the place where you're replacing it. So I was just like, it's fine. So basically, I get home, I start examining the shoes. I'm just like, like, something is just off. Then I actually leave the shoes alone, and a couple days go by, and me and Jacob get into a really big argument, and it ended up on us just finally saying, we're done, because it made no sense. It was very toxic, and just, it was no reason for us to continue speaking. But something in me went back to the hat, to the Montclair hat. Now, mind you, I told y'all that hat looked funny when I first put it on. Now, I'm not thinking too much of it. I got a weird shape head, as y'all could see. But yeah, I'm like, So I have multiple Montclair products. I got 2 jackets and 1 hat. So I know how to authenticate. Excuse the beeping. I know how to authenticate. It's very easy to authenticate a Montclair item. Basically, on Montclair or on Google, you search up the name in the item, and it'll show up on Google, or it'll show up on the website. Something will authenticate the item. So I'm looking at the item. I search up the name. Then the name was just, I search up the name, and I'm like, nothing's coming up. So then I'm like, I'm like, that's strange. I'm searching up the names on my jacket, both of my jackets and my hat, And those names are coming up on Google, and the barcode is coming up on the Montclair website. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this item cannot be fake. Like, I hope this is not fake. I'm searching it up more, Y'all, he bought me a fake damn hat. The Montclair hat was fake. So I'm like, let me see about the shoes. I take the shoes to Balenciaga in Soho. Lo and behold, the Balenciagas are fake as well. I'm like, so that made me think about all the stuff that he had. Like, I'm over here thinking this person got money and he's this and he's that. Whole time, all of his stuff could have been fake. And it's no problem, it's no shame in nobody's game. But for Christmas, damn, don't freaking buy nobody no designer fake items. But by the time I found out, he was already blocked. But yes, I went back and I unblocked him and I said, Jacob, like, the hat is fake and the Balenciagas are fake. He was like, I was like, why would you buy me something fake? He was like, oh, charm, why would I intentionally buy you something fake, or why would I intentionally do that? I said, where'd you get these items from? This man says he got these items from Laced Up. Now, I really don't know if Laced Up has fake stuff. So I don't know if he was lying, but he said he got the hat from Laced Up and he Laced Up. So I'm like, it's no way. Like, it's no freaking way. It's no way. Like, I was in shock, y'all, because the amount of designer gear this person had, I would have never thought anything he would have gotten me that was designer or anything would have been fake. So that was that. And mind you, like I said, I didn't even want anything. I didn't expect anything. So it was just like, you went out your way to go and buy me something that wasn't even real. So it just didn't make sense. So I actually had a couple of his items at my house, and he basically wanted to return the stuff that I bought him for Christmas, which is rightfully so. And I gave him back he dropped my stuff outside his house. I picked it up and I gave him back his fake items and stuff. And that was that. But yeah, that was my Christmas situationship horror story. Like, I just don't get people, and yeah, I don't know if this person will see this, but oh well, it happened, and I didn't say anyone's name, but yeah, people are very interesting. That's why I don't like gifts. I don't like accepting gifts. I feel like if you're gonna give a gift, give something meaningful. It does not have to be designer. Give them something that you know they might like, but to give them something that's completely unauthentic and not genuine is very, very sad. But yeah, to wrap it up, the way we ended off was like very, very horrible. And we honestly never spoke again after, I think the last day we spoke was in January, and we never spoke again, y'all, ever again. So yeah, that was it. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more story times, and turn your post notifications on so you'll be notified when I post a new video. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Yeah. I love you guys.